over here.
You called the East primitive, but what? We created y'all knowledge. We created y'all science. We created y'all math. Y'all didn't. You guys didn't make.
Going to an HBCU while being a whole white supremacist wearing a MAGA hat is peak white privilege. Peak white privilege. And I'll tell you why.
We saw happen at Tennessee State University yesterday is going to start happening in a lot more HBCUs across the country, specifically our public HBCUs. And so I want students to know to not engage. Like, all they want from you is a reaction and to document that reaction, to get views, to get streams. And them coming to campuses with MAGA hats on, trying to debate you, there's nothing to debate.
So apparently, there's a group of these people that went to an HBCU to debate. And they had two whatevers, placards. One was written, I think they should get rid of DEI. And then another one was deport immigrants. And when the students saw this, they kicked these people off their campus. And that it has quite sparked a lot of, reactions from the people. Anyway, it's the comments for me that made me even sadder. While we have reactions from Black Americans, celebrating the students that actually kicked these people off the campuses, the comment sections in these videos, it will even make you sick. But why would you even consider going to an HBCU, considering that not even a week ago, the same HBCUs have been threatened simply because that young man was taken out, the far-right debater was taken out, right? And they thought that it is one person from the Black community, until when they realized that actually it's not anybody from the melanated community, right? And that did not go still without Black people noticing things happening to their people. There are people that have been strange-fruited, there are bodies that are found in Texas, and this is the time these people find appropriate to go on HBCUs. I don't know what this is about, but I want us to look at some of these videos and our reactions. We'll come back and talk about it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. But if you're new here, my name is Gracie, and I hope you are doing okay. Stick around. There's just so much for us to talk about.
Set up the table.
MAGA supporters invaded our HBCU.
What is going on over here?
You called the East primitive, but what? We created y'all knowledge. We created y'all science. We created y'all math. Y'all didn't do shit besides steal. Y'all didn't do anything to your. You guys didn't make it. You guys touch children. You guys
Showing them the door.
We walking them to the door, y'all. I don't even know how they got on campus. We gonna figure that out, but I don't know. They need to get like a trespass, penalty or something, because
Sending them off.
Going to an HBCU while being a whole white supremacist wearing a MAGA hat is peak white privilege. peak white privilege. And I'll tell you why. He knows nothing's going to happen to him at that HBCU, because if it does, it's only going to make the black folks look like animals, look like thugs. And that's the narrative he knows he's going to be able to spin on them. So them young black kings and queens at the school, they already know, man, if we put hands on dude, we're going to look like the bad guy. No matter what we do, we're going to look like the bad guy. That is peak white privilege. Because if Black Lives Matter sat up a table, 3 of them sat up a table to go into a freaking college that is majority white MAGA folks, and they went over there to debate, you guys would sit here and say them black folks went over there to start some trouble. They don't belong here. Call the police. Call the cops. Get them out of here. This is what we mean by white privilege, bro.
We saw happen at Tennessee State University yesterday. It's going to start happening in a lot more HBCUs across the country, specifically our public HBCUs. And so I want students to know to not engage. Like, all they want from you is a reaction, and to document that reaction, to get views, to get streams. And them coming to campuses with MAGA hats on, trying to debate you, there's nothing to debate. They are literally going against your basic human rights and going against immigration, going against DEI. Those are attacks on different people in our community, different people that go to our schools, and they're trying to be a Charlie Kirk. They're trying to go to these HBCU campuses to get the energy, to fuel up their anger. It's like, that is what they want. It makes them feel good to see you reacting that way. And so I know that students want to be vocal about and, like, go up against them, but there's literally nothing to debate. So next time that happens, go inside your rooms, act like you're ignoring people when there's an event you don't want to go to. Very simple. Do not engage. I want y'all to imagine if nobody engaged with those group of folks at TSU yesterday. Like, imagine them being on the yard and literally their table set up, their mics, their cameras, and literally students are paying them dust, not engaging in interviews, not talking to them. Everybody went inside the student union or inside their dorms. There is nothing to debate. So I know we're passionate about going against people. There's nothing to talk about. So, and I want schools to reiterate that message. Like, I get our public schools that people can just come on campus and do what they got to do, but you're not welcomed here. And so the same way that y'all treat those panels or those different, resume building events or tabletop events, and you don't go to them, treat them people just like that. Go to your room, go to a day party, go turn some music on the student union. Stop engaging with them people, because we're going to see this so much more often. And I need our students to know that, like, they're just trying to get engagement. That's all they want to see.
Shout out to Tennessee State for getting them incels off their freaking campus. Because one thing for sure, don't go to no HBCU and think you finna slide with that bitch. That is our safe space. We fought to have that space for us. So for y'all to come over there and try to rage bait or do whatever, gladly got escorted out. You seen the door. Thank you.
Y'all, our HBCUs are under attack. Again, our HBCUs are under attack. I am a proud graduate of an HBCU. These white men who were clearly MAGA supporters, that had Make America Great Again hats, decided to go on to a HBCU's campus, TSU to be exact, and set up shop. Literally, they set up a table on this campus. They had 2 signs, one that said DEI is illegal, another that said deport immigrants. Why? Why go onto a HBCU's campus to do this? I'll tell you why. They want a reaction, and they want an excuse. What they want and what they thought was, we're going to go onto this campus, they're going to attack us, they're going to beat us. They thought they were going to incite a riot. They thought that the students were going to get physical with them. That's not what happened. What happened was they drew a crowd, one. The students saw this. Their reactions were to tell them to leave. Leave, get off our campus. You don't go to school here. You didn't get permission from nobody to set up shop. Why are you here? To get a reaction, so that their fearless leader can say, this is what happens on these campuses. This is why we need to take money away from these type of schools. These type of schools produce thugs and gangsters and blah, blah, blah. This is what they want. And I am so glad the students at TSU did not give them that. They pulled out their cameras. Students pulled out their cameras. They pulled out their cameras for one reason. They want to put it on social media. They want people to see that they're on the campus of TSU and what they're trying to do. We get it. What you don't understand is y'all have the president. Cool. We're not bothering y'all. When the situation happened with a name I won't mention because I ain't trying to get my video taken down, that was Mr. Kirk, you all thought it was one of us. So what you do, threaten all these HBCUs. Then you realize, oh wait, it wasn't one of us. It was actually one of you. Are we happy with the person that's sitting in that White House? Nope, we're not. But what we've chosen to do is take it on the chin, bro. We ain't going on your campuses screaming Black Lives Matter. We ain't going on your campuses to boycott. We are being on your campus, even though we don't go to school there and setting up shop. We're not doing that. So why do you all feel like it's okay for y'all to do it? But let me tell you this. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Parents, those of you all that are sending your children to HBCUs, have conversations with administration, especially within the next few years with this man still being in office. Like, their security measures, their protections, like what are they doing to make sure your child is safe? Because for stuff like this to happen, it's not cool. It's not cool at all. Leave the HBCUs alone. Leave us alone. Just leave us alone. If you don't attend an HBCU, why are you on our campus? If you did not get permission to be there, why are you on our campus? Why? And I say our because HBCUs, although we have our rivalries and, do what we do when it comes to football, basketball, bands, whatever, we stick together. We stick together. I went to the illustrious, I call it the illustrious, the mecca of HBCUs in the South. My HBCU, the South Carolina State University. But I'm a ride for any HBCU. Leave us alone. It's that simple.
So MAGA roaches just recently tried to set up shop and set a table up on the property of an HBCU, Tennessee State University to be exact. And I guess we can all understand that these are nothing but chaos demons. They are just, we all know what they are. And for MAGA to always consistently talk about how they cannot stand to be in the presence of anybody else besides them, it is just always so frustrating in how they are so ignorant to their own stupidity. You need black people. You are actually absolutely obsessed with black people because for the people that you cannot stand, you find every reason to consistently place yourself around them. This is the second group of maggots that are following black people around into specifically black spaces. Just in Philadelphia, maggots were trying to get into Mother Bethel. Mother Bethel is one of the oldest black American churches and has consistently been within the African American community with ownership. It's damn near a landmark at this point. And they tried to walk in there, and we all understand that that is inappropriate. Now, there are a group of people that is on the comment section that are saying, they wanted to just be chaos, the agents of chaos. They wanted to be able to clip farm because as they were packing it up, the students were doing what they were supposed to do. They were telling them to get the fuck out of there, yelling boo, whatever the case may be, loudly. They surrounded them basically and told them to get out. Eventually, people was packing up their tables and their stuff and their cameras and their chairs, and they walked away. They were recording as they were walking, and they got in the car, and everybody was yelling, was recording as well. The students were recording as well, saying boo. Now, everybody's going to sit there and say, well, they did that on purpose because they want to clip farm. You were supposed to ignore them. No. We are not in the ages of ignoring people. And you will need the ones that's walking around here believing that they was just going to sit there and have a conversation and or you were supposed to ignore them so you would not fall for the bait. The bait was them being in there. The bait is allowing them to consistently feel free being in your spaces to cause you harm. MAGA is a direct threat to the bodily harm of black people and those children on those campuses. Quite frankly, this is an administration issue. You should be finding something better to do to protect the community, let alone them black bodies that's on them fucking campuses. What are we talking about? We are no longer in the era of when they go low, we go high, and I need a lot of you all to step out of that fucking corny ass mindset. The mindset is just corny because of you continue to try to use this mindset to allow danger and disrespect to come into your spaces. You allow danger and disrespect to consistently touch into your neighborhoods because you're constantly trying to prove and show and teach to other people that you don't have the capability of looking the way that they're going to always try to find a way to make you look. The idea that you can outsmart, or the idea that you can be calm and civil your way out of stereotypes should have been long erased from your mind. It should have been long erased from your mind. Michelle saying when they go low, we go high, she didn't mean this. She didn't mean allow yourself to be directly threatened and possibly be endangered so that you can beat the allegations or the stereotypes. Stereotypes that never held up because there is no proof to hold it up regardless. This is why they come up with false statistics and everything that they try to do. And it doesn't matter because in their world, they're going to continue to say whatever lies and stories that they do. It does not matter. Tennessee State University, you need to have a fucking conversation and you need to do the fuck better. Why was these children ever able in their lives was ever threatened and exposed to these demons, these savages, and to these terrorists? Because they are terrorists. That is a terrorist group. That is a problem. The last time we let any YT person into a black church, them black people were unalived. Churches are consistently lit up on fire. No, you are not to allow these people in your spaces, near your homes, in your educational grounds, institutions. No. Those children didn't put their hands on them. Those children didn't damage their hard work, their equipment. They booed them. They booed them. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about that. They didn't fall. Those children didn't fall for their bait. They protected themselves as they should have. Quite frankly, and they shouldn't have had to because administration should have been doing that. It's time to put some fucking gates and get real security, licensed security, to protect the black children in these educational institutions and on these grounds. Tennessee University, you need to do the fuck better. I am thoroughly disappointed in the poll with you all.
Hey, how y'all doing? This message is for all of my students that are currently on the campuses of HBCUs throughout this country. So y'all see what happened at TSU? I want y'all to disengage with these people. Do not engage them because this is their plan. See, they thought Utah was going to be one of us who did that to that man, but it wasn't one of us, it was one of them. And so now they're going to bring it to our campuses. I'm telling you, do not engage with these people because that's what they want. Because they seen us minding our business, not engaging with any of the foolery. I need all of the campuses of HBCUs to be on high alert for these people to try to come on campus to cause disruptions with the student body. Do not allow it. Just 2 years ago, we had someone who tried to come on the campus of Edward Waters University in the great city of Jacksonville, Florida. And because the students kind of they did chase him off the campus, he went down the street, not even a whole mile, and unalived 3 individuals at a dollar store down the street from the university. I'm telling y'all, be aware. This is what they're trying to do. It's a tactic. We will not fall for it. Students, if you see anybody trying to engage y'all, alert your campus security and let them know to have them escorted off the premises. Do not engage with them. Y'all be safe.
It's early, but I'm talking right now. I've seen a lot of my people say that we need to stop giving this situation energy. We need to stop talking about it and everything. But really, honestly, it's dangerous to just ignore it altogether. We do need to keep our eyeballs on the situation, our situation here in this country. I just got through watching a video of some MAGA people, some MAGA supporters coming onto a HBCU campus. Yeah, you heard it right. They had the audacity to bring their red hat wearing selves and set up tables and stuff at an HBCU campus. And I don't know, these people have been taught the wrong thing about us as people. Maybe they be looking at those videos from the civil rights movement back in the day, back in the 50s and the 60s, and how because those people was being peaceful with their protests and everything, which I'm not saying that they were wrong. I've said that again. No shade on the people in the past in the civil rights movement and how they handled it, because they handled it the best way they felt they needed to handle it at the time. But they got these young black people of 2025, they got them messed up. On this same video, them kids ran them right off the campus. They was like, oh no, you will not be setting up shop here. You will not be coming here. And the one girl that was taping it was like, she was making a video. She was like, I don't even know how they got onto the campus. Like, why are they even here? And that's the $1 million question. If these people hate us so much, if they are so much superior and better than us, why do they keep coming around us? Why don't they just leave us alone? I mean, in most cases, if somebody, you think that you're better than a situation or something, you stay away from it. What was the end goal? What were they trying to accomplish? We know they are really, really, really trying to incite some type of violence between them and black people. And if this was in some kind of response to this Charlie Kirk situation, oh my God. First off, it has been well documented and proven that black people had nothing to do with this. A black person did not assassinate Charlie Kirk. It was a white man from white Utah who was raised in a white Republican MAGA Mormon family, whose own grandmother is on record saying, like, nobody in our family is Democratic. We are all Republicans. We are all MAGA. So how on the God's green earth is this blowing towards black people? They just like, forget it. We tired of waiting. We just going to just cut to the chase. But this may not turn out the way they think it's going to turn out. Once again, it's another example of them underestimating what they could potentially be coming up against. See, we already seen all this. We already done all this. We already know what we're dealing with. When you are forewarned, you are forearmed. This is just so ridiculous. It's just so ridiculous. These children are just trying to go to school. Why are these MAGA people coming there to bother them? Again, we know why. That was just a rhetorical question. If you hate us so much, if you're so much better than us, leave us alone. Just go to your little side of the country somewhere, build your whites only town, and leave us alone. We just want to be left alone. What is with the obsession? I don't understand it. When it's something or somebody that I don't like, I stay as far away from it as possible. We don't be coming bothering nobody. People are always coming in our spaces bothering us. But I saw a video that kind of explained that a little bit. And this is the last thing I'm going to say is that, and this was a white lady that was explaining it. She said that a lot of them are angry because we are not playing the role in society that they have been conditioned to believe that we should be playing. We are supposed to be in service to them. We are supposed to kowtow down to them. We are supposed to be okay and happy with them being above us and having their foot on our neck. And a lot of them just cannot understand, why won't we just bow down and take it? They were told that we were just going to bow down and take it. Why do we have self-respect? Why do we have self-dignity? Why are we actually trying to care about ourselves? That's not what they were told that we were supposed to be doing. Yeah.
First of all, I want to say shout out to the kids at HBCU. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of how y'all conducted yourself. Because y'all didn't have to let that man leave. But, good job. Shows how much class we have. You know what I'm saying? They mamas, they daddies, they raised them right. Okay, next. How does he walk up to a HBCU after the hangings of African Americans? Y'all just go look at the video. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm over it at this point. Over it.
Welcome back from all the reactions. I'm sure you've looked, at the beginning parts and then also the reaction parts from black people. I talked about the comments that made me sick. And those were specifically because these videos of them being kicked off the campuses were actually not from just the students. A lot of them actually filmed this and they put it on the internet. And I know what they were expecting. A lot of them were expecting, of course, the MAGA nuts to be on their sides. And they were not wrong. Because indeed, a lot of MAGA people were in the comment section of those videos talking about how they should defund those animals. No context whatsoever of why would you go to an HBCU and already try to incite, a situation and then expect not to get a reaction. Especially in this whole political atmosphere where everything is just so unpredictable, anything can happen. But then the MAGA people are in the comment section talking about defund these animals. Look how they are behaving like animals. Why are they so mad? You don't know why they are so mad. It's not even a week yet before their HBCUs were threatened by people from the far right. It's not even a week before these people came out and on the internet and they were talking about, please, President Trump, give us a go-ahead. We'll go door to door. This is a civil war. This is a war now. Allow us. We are going to clear this nation. So, it is so easy for them to judge the reactions of the black students at that HBCU than actually understanding where these people are coming from. It's not even a week yet before that young man was found on a campus, strange-fruited. Nobody looks into that. There's a young man that was found, or I think in New York, on the highway, subway, something like that. I don't know, like those whatevers, flyovers. And he was also, Don't look into all of that. It's obvious. It's very obvious for people that think that this is intentional. To, make sure that you get people's emotions riled up, make sure that you get a reaction out of them, make sure that they do something so that you find a way to justify violence, to justify, you attacking them and stuff like that. And of course, a lot of them were in the comment section. Look, if you don't like MAGAs, why are you taking, the money from Trump? He donated 500 million. How many HBCUs? And do you think the 500 million can even be that important to one HBCU? Of course not. He donated that on top of how many things he's getting rid of. Calling it woke culture, on top of dismantling Black history, on top of literally allowing federal workers not to hire Black people, on top of, dismantling DEI, so that, people should not be hiring on the basis of diversity, equity, and inclusion, knowing the history of that country, knowing very well that people would rather hire someone that is their race than Black people. And for people that be wondering, Black people have just been, really weaponizing DEI to make sure that they end up in these positions. Statistics show that white men that have had any bit of criminal record are hired at a higher rate than Black men that don't have any criminal record. So you don't see the importance of these policies. And now you've been trying to really spite Black people. You've been really trying to make sure that you provoke them. This is what you're resorting to. Indeed, when you say, we see a lot of them saying, I am Charlie Kirk, they are right, because it's only Charlie Kirk that would have the spirit to know that this is happening, and they would still go ahead to provoke people's emotions. I don't know. Did the people that kicked these people off because you don't even announce, right? You don't announce your arrival. You just come out of the blue and you sit and you need people to debate you. And when reactions like this are given, they are animals all of a sudden. There was just a lot of racism in the comment section of these MAGA people comments that I cannot even believe, because even the comment section that I saw from the other sides of the people that kicked them, they were not that much racist. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section, because I'm out of words and I don't know if I'm wrong on this one. You guys are going to correct me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As from me for today, that's it. I do love all of you and I want you guys to stay safe. Don't forget to always protect your tribe, because these times are really shaky, I am gonna have to say, in the history of the United States of embarrassment.